Gerber baby. I didn't want to say that as the first word. Oh. All right. Today we're doing something cool. I've never seen this. Well, it's also because I haven't looked this up, but I have not seen this done before. So I'm just going off pure artistic instinct. I drew a lot of this today, just like throughout the day, and that's why I kind of started 30 minutes late, because I wanted to get most of the actual sketching on the piece of wood done. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be carving with chisels, and I've got like other shapes and stuff that are necessary. This out, like in the, I don't know how to really, like, it's in a sort of thick piece of wood, so like we're gonna have it go into here, and so it's gonna like pop out. It's gonna be cool, I promise. This might be a multiple day thing. This is kind of intense artistically, but hey, I think this sketch is pretty freaking good. I'm not to toot my own horn here. I was pretty impressed about this, man. I was pretty impressed about this. All right, I gotta finish the leaves. So I'm making the leaves. It's really hard to make a 3D flower. Like, fuck flowers. I know it's like basically the most easy to practice thing, because it's just everyone wants to draw a flower. Flowers are pretty, but like, God, if you're drawing like a good flower, they're so damn 3D. Could you fucking not, with so many different planes of motion? Like, dick off, dude. But we are doing this today. I'm trying to because I'm having it like face this way, sort of. You know what I mean? So like some of these are gonna be closer to the page, and then some of these are gonna be like farther back. You see what I'm saying here? Like, we have a lot of thickness to work with, so let's work with it. Drawing this also, doing a 3D drawing without any sketching. Sketching, it makes it look so pretty. Like, this looks good because I did a little bit of shading on it. And the shading parts are going to be like the deeper parts of it. All this is going to be pretty deep, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? Right? But let me get some of these. So I was listening to, I've said this, or I've repeated this a few times, but my routine before I start streaming is to, I could make that better, is to like talk to someone, to like get myself regular to talking, or to just sing. So I was listening to Chicago. I'm quite sure it was Chicago. And man, it was so cool having a band back then and just naming it after a fucking city you live in. You can't do that now, alright? Unless you go to some sick ass city like Hell. I think that's in Ohio? It might be in Illinois. I don't know. But going to Hell and be like, yeah, we're Hell band. That'd be pretty cool. It just doesn't work anymore. Now you gotta have all these like prog rock ass names like Toaster's Delight or something. Doesn't really work. Doesn't roll off your tongue as much. It's like, oh, going to see Chicago's concert tonight? I've never been to a concert. Let's speak about that for a little bit. I've always kind of wanted to, because I feel like that would be neat. But concerts have evaded me. And like, it's not, well, I don't really know. Who do you go with? Do you go with friends? Do you go with potential partners? I don't know. It's kind of not my rodeo. I have been like, now that I got up to talking and stuff, I didn't realize how much I've been like leaning over drawing this thing for so long. I'm sore. Starting the stream off sore? Not a good sign. It's like not breaking the bottle when you're throwing it against the ship. That's a weird tradition. I mean, I get seafarers are quite superstitious. I mean, I would be too if my life and the lives of like my closest friends were all to the whims of like the moon's gravity, and we didn't know that that was the reason why storms happened or whatever, or like differing air pressures over the ocean like 100 miles away. That'd be fucked up. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know about air pressure. What are you talking about? I salt and dry my meat or my fish when I get home. My meat. Ew. I don't know about air pressure. I barely know about air. We don't know about air pressure that much right now, dude. That's why weather forecasts suck so much. It's because we're kind of guessing. Like, we don't got a freaking dictionary of every single day being like, oh, it's going to be sunny today, it's going to be cloudy the next day. We're kind of like, it should be cloudy. Sorry. It's like a likelihood that it might rain, but not necessarily, because we're not freaking Laplace's demon in this shit. That's such a cool reference that I don't think is talked about a lot. Laplace's demon is such a cool like thought paradox, but alas, I've almost definitely talked about this because it's like my favorite little theory thing. Because I just like the idea of it, or I don't like the idea of it because it's like very anti like free will or whatever. But it's basically, so this was thought about in like the 1800s or whatever, the 1600s. This guy was a real future thinker. But basically, if someone was smart enough, because like it's not really free will to be like, oh, in a baseball game, a baseball would probably be thrown. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna happen. And so you can kind of guesstimate that for the future. So Laplace's demon is like, well, all things happen due to cause and effect, right? And so if someone was smart enough to calculate every cause from every effect and knew everything, then there would be no free will because everything happens from something, from something, from something, right? And so it's like, oh no, if we, because like he didn't know about computers back then. Are you kidding me? They were a little after his time, but I think the theory stands with computers getting smarter now, right? Please say I'm right. I don't know, I'm just kind of, it's harder. I think art streams definitely are where I like doing them because I like doing art, but they're difficult, man. They're damn difficult. I don't diggity do well with them. Hmm. Chicago rips though. So does the ink spots. I was reading a book for a class, and in the book they were talking about like a band or whatever, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's not like we're seeing the ink spots." I was like, "Holy shit! I'm such a freaking '80s backwards jazz slash big band otaku that I'm like, oh my god, I know the ink spots." It was very like, I'm sure no one else gets this reference, but I felt cool for like a hot second. I was like, oh, no one else gets this but me. And so I wrote about it as like we were doing a book review of this book, or like we had to do our like thoughts and write them down for a little paragraph of this section. I was like, yeah, I'm a little bit of a fan of the ink spots. I don't remember what I said, but gave me a little grin for the rest of the day. I was like, my band choice isn't dumb. This cool old guy who the book was written in like the 80s, and I am in the 2020s, which is already 40 years away, and then he was talking about something that happened 40 years from the 80s, but I'm still cool. I'm still hip with it. We get it. The nouveau riche. Isn't that new rich? I don't know why I've been thinking about it recently. The nouveau riche. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of, or I've been consuming a lot of economics tangentially related media, and I don't really know why. I'm not really big into the economy. And economics class I've taken, I've been like, okay, this was neat. Got my A, got my B, whatever. I dipped out of that shit. I don't care about the economy. Shit's boring. And no one should like it. Can't get that out of my head, man. I gotta alright, so I have a light from here downwards that is blinding me. It makes the drawing look good, but it is bright as hell right in my eyes. Because it's faced towards. I'm here, obviously, and it's faced you got the camera. It's faced here, but a foot up, so it's in my line of sight because I'm looking from here downwards. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I'm looking this way, but a foot up. And then this light is going this way, but a foot up. It's in my way, man. I can't deal with this lighting. I mean, this will all be scraped away almost assuredly, because I'm probably gonna have the stem start at here and slope down. That doesn't line up at all, but you get what I mean. But it's just nice to have some shading. This is a pretty picture already. Maybe I could have done better with the petals, because I'm trying to make them. It'll look better later, but I tried to make them a similar length if they were tilted up closer to you. But I don't think my shading gives it justice. Shading makes every painting look pretty. All right. If you were how do I get better at drawing? Instantly, it's a almost exponential increase in quality of any drawing that you make. Just get better at shading. Easiest thing ever. Shading's also really easy because you just need to turn your brain to a certain setting and you're holy shit, shading makes sense. And once you get to that setting, you're oh, I get it now. Art's easy. And then you start actually doing harder art pieces and you're shit, art isn't easy anymore, man. But it just makes stuff so much prettier. And it gives depth to everything. I mean, I guess that's the point of it, but you know what I mean. It's all shapes, man. It's just shapes making stuff look good. And our little lizard brains are oh, shape look good. And then we pog. We're whoa, shape. That's how art works, man. This could be redrawn better. I'm thinking about what I should eat after this stream. Maybe Chinese food. I could go for some bomb ass lo mein right now. That could be sick as hell. It's not a bomb, I swear. Me talking about this great lo mein I had at an airport. Bang, bang, bang. No, I swear, it was just really good food. It doesn't really work that well. But we're getting there. You gotta shoot for the stars in every bit. You gotta put your back into it. Even if it's not really that funny. That's fine. It looks fine. It'll be good. It's also hard to, like, get... Because I'm not as... Bleh. Bleh. Voice, may you please work properly? I'm not as good a shader as I potentially could be. Obviously, that's how potential works. But I'm not good enough to, like, do no inner detailed lining and just do purely shading. That'd be crazy. Just do a painting, no exterior, like, oh, we're doing that against this. It's all shading. I mean, that'd be a cool project. That'd definitely be a cool, that, like, charcoal drawing where it's all just pure changes and gradient. That'd be pretty sick, but I'm not there yet. And so I still gotta draw my inner Steph. It's fine. Alright. How should we start this? It looks good enough where I can start ruining it. This? What tool should this butcher use to kill this beautiful piece of art? Set these out. These are useful eventually, but, Alright, actually these are useful right now, because what I'm planning on doing is to get the first things in, we gotta kind of draw lines in the wood to make it like a catch. So, like, when you push into it, it's like, oh, there's already a line here, and so it's like a triangle, basically. And so if we don't have a line, it's just snugging in, and then you have to, like, aim it at the right spot and make sure the wood doesn't split. So, like, fuck. Alright, so this is the thing. If I just went, like this into it, like, there's not really a lot of control, but if I go, like, this and, like, score where I want to cut it, and then go in, way more control, right? Like, I cut it right at the thing. That was a good... I don't know if you could see it that well, but that was smart for me to use that. I'm impressed with myself. But now I gotta do this shit. It'd probably be better with, like, an actual knife. I can just grab one. But, oh yeah, I should grab one. I should have it literally right here, in arm's reach. I was trying to do, like... Alright. Fuck. Dude. It's very demoralizing, like, staring down at something that's like, oh, this is gonna take literally over half an hour to do, like, by hand with maximum focus. But it's chillin'. We're all chillin' in this world of ones and zeros. Oh shit. Don't push too hard, don't push too hard, or it'll slip. Or it'll slip. Now, I don't have to be, like, super on it. I can be, like, a little off and then do the rest in, like, makeup work, basically. Like, I can touch it up later. So it's probably actually safer for me to just do... Look how cleanly... It's like butter. It's probably safer for me to do it, like, just outside of where the actual lines are. So I can touch it up later, but it's still got, like, basically the shape. So I could probably get even more detail into it if I do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cut it up like a freaking mosaic. It's chill. Chillin'. See, that's why I'm doing it. I probably should have done it. Fuck. The stream camera angle thing flipped. No. Alright, let me unlock the position of it. Or I can just transform it, I guess. Nope, can't because it's locked. Alright. Fuck you, OBS. And other products. Nah, it needs to be 180 again. Damn. I don't know my clockwise and counterclockwise well enough where I can just go bink right into it. But we're chilling. There we go. Back to doing the do. There we go. The product. I can't do those high notes. My voice just isn't made for it. That's why I keep trying. It's about self-improvement, really. Okay. We're gonna need to do a little bit of, obviously, elbow grease to touch this stuff up. That's good. There. That looks good, man. That was smart. Holy shit, I almost tapped my temple with this thing. That was smart, though. I'm very impressed with myself. And it goes so much deeper into the wood than you'd ever think, really. Whew. Cut it a little close to the bell, but we're good. That's good. Yep, that's good. Ba-na. Probably smart for me to do like super long things because it's like almost you can equate it to breaking glass, where the more seams it is, you intend for it to like break off in this certain way in this thing. So if I just went like as close as I can to here, then I wouldn't be able to go like kind of far away when I'm breaking that. You get it? You see what I'm saying? And it's also like a good catch. You know what I mean? Hmm. Hmm. Fuck. Alright, let's do to like here. Let's do smaller triangles. Here, and then here, and then here a little bit, but I'm kind of cutting it a little close, so let's stop it there. Yeah. And then just about there. I'm really like chop 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 cutting this thing up. I'm cooking it a little. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, love. That's a lot of cuts to be doing. It's looking pretty nice. Knives. It works a little. It works a little. You thought I wasn't I would. How am I gonna fit this in? Fuck. um, you thought I flower. It only fit if like was flower or like were. Damn it! No, the joke's ruined, dude. I was gonna be like, you think I weren't going to make a pun this stream? You're ridiculous. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright, and jiggle, dude. You down to jiggle? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Oh, one with the grain. I was like, why is that so sharp down? I was pushing down like I was going against the grain, but I went with it, and it was like, shink. Wood to meat. You always got to think about the grain. Be like, which way would be most efficient to cut this thing? And you usually have to ignore that. Unless you're doing, like, carpentry. Most of the time, you can't, like, take that into account as easily. Most of the time, at least. Which isn't all the time. No, it lost so much of its strength cutting sideways from going vertically, horizontally, however that works. That was kind of, I had to cut off that cut, the one that I just did, because it was kind of pointed towards a fingy of mine. And I was like, wait a minute, I like my fingers. So I chose to stop it. Mm-hmm. There you go. There we go. This is going to be really cool to cut out. I think so, at least. It's going to be like... I don't know, we'll see. Now that I'm thinking about it, it'd be kind of cool if I cut this into like a grid. It's too late for that, almost assuredly. Can you lace... Ooh, yeah, that's a way better angle to see all these cuts that I'm making. Cool, right? But if it was in like a grid pattern and then like the flower was out of that, it would be like, I don't really know how you would describe that, but it'd be cool. It would be cool. Be like nature from mathematics or something. But I like drew the grid on after I drew the piece of nature, so it isn't actually like, but I lie about it on Reddit or something. That'd be pretty sick. Oh, wait, piece. Here we go. There we go. Diagonally that way. Relax break. Stretch. My arm was getting a little tense there. Stretch it out. Do your arch stretches. Ooh, that was like, I did like the pushing these hands together thing, and all of my upper body and shoulders just cracked. I don't know if that was healthy. I don't know if that was good. Rubby. Bum, 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 bum. So I was thinking about, like, I wanted to do this form of wood carving before I knew what I wanted to do with it. And so I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and I live with people who aren't weebs, and so I was like, I probably can't do, like, a character or whatever. Though I originally, like, realized this was a thing from this person's, which they did, like, really well. Heyo, what's up, man? So, carving a little flower out of this wood, I'm eventually going to, like, chunk into it, you know what I mean? But that's for later. I drew all this. Wait, let me get a better. Wait, no, that's a worse angle. I drew all this off stream a little before. DS when? Foster. I'm sorry, my reading comprehension skills are bad. What does DS1 mean? Oh, wait. Oh, you followed a while ago. Thanks so much, man. Pause for this second. Just gonna continue with this. Oh, I forgot to draw on this one. Oopsie. Let me draw that. You're playing Dark Souls when oh yeah, you were, or I was. Yeah, I jump around to a bunch of stuff. I mean, my name is Me Do Art, or that's my like stream name. So I do a lot of art on stream, or I try to at least. Sometimes I want to play some games on stream. Sometimes I don't really know. I do variety, but I like doing art. I like doing like art projects. So this is probably going to be something, if you stick around, that you'll see me do a lot. Like doing arts and crafts. I was thinking about doing a karaoke stream one time. That'd be fun. I have a pretty alright singing voice. I think I have a pretty good singing voice if it's the right genre. But if it's not the right genre, I just can't hit those high notes. Cell shading art. Ooh, cell shading. Wait, let me look it up so I know that we're talking about the same thing. Oh, okay. It's just shading, or what do you? Because I looked it up. I re-looked. Is it just like a different type of digital art? Because I do digital art sometimes. I'm not too good at it compared to like arts and crafts art, but I like to get better. I'm always trying to get better. So I'd love to do. Oh, is it like 3D art? Because I've never tried 3D art at all. It might be a little yikes, but I would definitely love to try. Don't get me wrong. Oh, wait. Is it like hyper detailed shading? I'm kind of seeing what you're doing here. That'd be really neat to learn. I'm an alright artist. I'll definitely say that. I don't know if I'm that skilled as of right now. I'll get better. Trust me on that one. But that'd be really cool to try. I'd definitely be willing to just do like a digital art stream where I'm like just sketching a bunch of stuff. That'd be really fun. So cell shading when? Probably. Oh, thanks for the follow. Probably in a while, I would presume. Because, I mean, I don't know what art I'm going to do after this. This might take me like might take me a few streams. I don't really stream for that long. It's a lot of stamina to stream for a while. You don't really realize it until you actually start streaming, but it's a lot. Talking the whole like hour or a few hours that you're streaming, doing something interesting, thinking of new jokes. It's a lot of work, man. So I stream for like, I think my longest stream ever was like 3 hours, but that was a while ago when I was on like a big roll during the summer of like streaming every single day. But I try to stick around like an hour, maybe more than an hour is like what I try to do, but an hour's a lot. All right, I think that's all chiseled out. I think that's all like cut out, sort of. Let me. Yeah, 300 hours. Oh, I would die doing like it'd be really neat to do a subathon if I ever like make it in streaming. That'd be really cool, but I would literally die. I think that it would be a live broadcast of me dying of exhaustion after like hours. After like 10 hours, I think I could not have my social juices run that long. Okay, let me not start there. Let me start in an easier place to chip in, because you want to go. Future man, you will. Oh, from the future. From the future, what are the winning lottery numbers? Please, the Powerball's. What is the Powerball right now, actually? Let me look that up. The Powerball, it's so big right now. Oh, jackpot. It 222. Oh, I should have guessed. No. It's at like a few hundred million right now. It's a good time to buy. I mean, statistically, if you just did like 6 twos, which I think it's 6 for a Powerball, it's just as likely as like any other number, but it just doesn't feel as likely, right? Probably not put my fingers on the shading. But Powerball's big right now, man. Gambling's big. You should. I won't say that on live broadcast where this is being digitally recorded. But if you're mind linking with me right now, just saying, it might be a good economic decision to put a lot of your personal wealth into. You get it. I am not an economist. I am not. And you should not put your money into gambling. Gambling's bad. This is gonna take like its sweet ass time, but that's the fun of art. It's just relaxing, man. It's just chillaxing, man. When you said DS, oh, Dark Souls. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like still thinking of DS when. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. I don't like this, but a lot of streaming in the lower like interest levels, like lower viewer streams, it's a lot of like bots trying to get you to like basically buy into their business or whatever, which is very sad. So I thought you were one of those bots who like came back to someone, because for some reason, all right. So there's two different types of scams that I've seen, or that have tried to been run on me. Scams is like kind of a strong word, but two different like advertisements from bots that have been run on me. It's one that's like basically um just some random throwaway account of a bot that does this in like hundreds of one viewer streams that's like free viewers at, and then they insert like a virus link or whatever, which you instantly ban. But the second type is a more intelligent bot. The bot goes into the chat and is like, hey, I love your chat, and they instantly follow. So like a lower viewer count stream is like, oh, I got a follower, holy shit, I gotta like lock in. And so they instantly follow, and they're like, I really love what you're doing right now. They're not specific because it's all a bot, or it's someone in like a pyramid scheme, but it's usually a bot. And like they're not really that specific, so they're just running like a script, and it's like, oh, I love what you're doing right now. How I've seen, I like your, or what it's like, I like your profile picture. How, but I think there's better ones. I run a Discord that gives, or that has free profile pictures. Add me on Discord, or like send your Discord thing. And that's like going to a second location when you get kidnapped. You don't want to go to the Discord. The Discord's where like the dirty deeds are done to you. That's where you get like trafficked digitally. So you don't go to the second location. Do not go to the second location. Or the sister location, some might say. I tried to slap my knee. That wasn't really that audible. Never mind. But that's where they get you. So it really, I thought when you said DS, I thought you meant Discord, and so I thought it was another like one of the pyramid scheme scammers went up to you and they were like trying to, or you were one of those and you're trying to sell a product. I know you're not now. Don't worry, I remember you. But during that stream where you showed up, like minutes before, one of those bots came in, so I was like, you're from 21 days ago, so blah blah blah. But I was like, DS. Oh no, I have to play this off, so I played a little dumb. Sorry, your streamer lied to you, man. My bad. Sorry, dude. In the real world, streamers lie to you. They're not actually going to powder their nose. They're going to take a. Never mind. Fuck. That's why you gotta lock in, dude. You're distracting me. No, don't leave, please. You weren't actually distracting me. No. You gotta joke with yourself, man. When there aren't a lot of people, you gotta keep yourself laughing. Let me try that. Wait, that would. Ooh, yeah, that works good. That works good, man. Smart. It is definitely annoying to like push into this so much. I can definitely see why they have like the little ham. Ooh, maybe I should grab that. That'd be sick. Let me try that out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to powder my nose real quick. Alright, I powdered my nose. I don't, this is... Let me just do it on here. It doesn't really work that well, and it's really loud, so maybe I won't do this. Hammer, go away! No, I didn't actually throw that hammer. That'd be crazy. That'd be an insane person thing. I'll just put it on the ground. Off to the side. Really ominously placed on, like, the side of my desk, leaning up against it. So, like, if I take a full room shot, it's just gonna be visible. Be like, what are you doing with that hammer, man? What are you doing with that mallet, man? Don't worry, I got a rubber mallet. I don't want to ruin my tools. I'm not a doof. There we go. And then let me scrape this all off, basically. Oh, I thought this was going to work way better than it did. I'll just do it this way. This is a lot easier. Fuck. Don't push that hard, man. First rule of woodworking. Don't actually push hard. Like, go up in increments. Because if you don't, it's gonna, like, suck for you. First rule. What's the first rule of woodworking club? There are no rules, except the rules I'm gonna tell you. What's the second rule of woodworking club? Don't push that hard. Or you'll lose your fingers. Or actually, the first rule should probably be, like, don't fuck with the CNC machine. Because that's how you get degloved, and that's gross. You can tell you got a good, like, wood shop teacher or whatever, and any class that you're taking when they have all their fingers, but you can tell you got a really experienced one when they don't have all their fingers. A little bit of a trick from a pro like me. A little bit of a quick trick. Oh, it's going against the grain. Oh, the grain. No. Whatever, man. Fuck the grain. I go against the grain. Yeah, I'm cool. I go against the grain. Sorry, this joke goes nowhere. It's about the culture. What are you, Maury? That joke only makes sense to people who have read Tuesdays with Maury in their high school English class. And actually read it. They didn't fucking do the Spark Notes or whatever. I read. Whenever I'm assigned a book in class, I read it, no matter the grade level. If they're asking me to read something, like, real difficult, if they're asking me to read freaking Hungry Caterpillar or whatever, I read that shit. I put that shit up against my eyes, and I absorb details. Like a sponge. I want to put a lot of effort into saying sponge. I thought that was funny. I don't know if it hit, though. Now it's making me self-conscious that I, like, then re-went over the joke. Can you guys please say that was funny? It's fucking up my self-esteem right now. Please? Please say that was funny, man. This is, like, all I have left, man. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. The nouveau riche. I don't know why I keep going back to the nouveau riche. It's just a fun word to say. If you're at home right now, say nouveau riche in a very French accent, and then you won't judge me. Because it's a fun word to say. It's just a fun word saying nouveau riche. Alright? Don't make fun of me, man. I just like saying fun words. That's why I did this whole thing. That's why I stream. It's just for funny words. Just a bit of banter. It's just a bit of banter, lads. Lads, it's just a bit of banter. Bit of banter. My British accent is very violent. It's very like... You know what I mean? Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm hunger bears, man. Fuck, I'm hungry. No, I'm digging into the freaking flour, freaking man. Flopping, damn it. Oh, frick, man. Did I curse the first few seconds of this stream? I don't remember. I just got like... It jogged my memory doing like the fake curses of like back when you couldn't swear, or I guess that's still now, where you can't swear in the first like 30 seconds of a video, and so you'd be watching something and they'd be like, oh, flip. Check the timer, check the timer. Fuck! It's past 30 seconds. I can say it. Fuck! There we go. There we go. Very nice. Don't push that hard, alright? Alright, champ? Don't push that hard, and then we're clean! It's a clean break! She might have the dog, but it was a clean break. That was something. With equal custody. It was a clean break. We chose to go different directions in our lives. That's always like, one of them didn't want to go different directions, and the other one's like, well, I kind of hate you, so we can do this a cordial way and a not cordial way. That's sad. Don't get divorced. It's sad. It'll really upset me when I hear your story through like 100,000 people of like telephone telling a story. Fuck. Oh, you little mother. Fuck. I'm gonna curse you out in Portuguese. That'd be really funny if I knew any Portuguese. My bits, they make no sense to those who aren't enlightened like I am. My bits are those for a higher social standing. Those with a little more, you could say the nouveau riche. Hey, I let it back. I let it back. I brought it back. I brought it back. It's back, man. We're back. We're all... Oh, we're freaking back, man. Come on. Honey, give me some sugar. Johnny Bravo was so good. I miss it. It's on airing. I know that. I'm like 74% sure that it stopped airing. Or stopped like making new stuff. But I could probably find it somewhere. I just miss it because it was funny, man. And this isn't like I hate with a capital H. And I hate a lot of things, alright? Like 55% of all things that I consume, I mildly dislike. But I hate when someone's like, back in the day, they could really make jokes. Johnny Bravo was about, like, it wasn't about sexist jokes. It was about, like, making fun of people who made sexist jokes. Johnny Bravo is, like, the person you laugh at. You don't laugh with him. Dude, people are missing out. It's such a good commentary. As, like, much as a child show can be a commentary and, like, teach kids something, it taught that Johnny Bravo never won. You know what I mean? He's, like, obviously cartoonish, but he's a big, swole, as much as you can get across in a cartoon, a handsome dude. But he's a loser because he hits on chicks in such an asshole-ish way. That's the frickin' joke. But I'm almost 1,000,000,000% sure. Someone's like, oh, I want Johnny Bravo. they like people who didn't actually have cognitive capabilities as like a child watching Johnny Bravo are now like, oh, I wanted to be like Johnny Bravo, where they could make like jokes again. Dude, the joke is that he is the joke. Pissing me off. You don't freaking get it, man. You're not laughing at his dumb pickup lines. You're laughing at the fact that everyone shuts him down because of the dumb pickup lines. You didn't have any freaking cognitive reasoning as a child to pick that one up. And then there's like episodes in Johnny Bravo that have such good commentary about like, oh, he gets Freaky Friday'd or whatever, and now he's a girl, and now he gets hit on, and he's like, oh, all these ugly guys are hitting on me, blah, blah, blah. It's good. It's a good show. I bet you fucking skipped that episode, you sexist. Piece of shit. I'm like not really targeting anyone. I'm targeting like a general commentary of comedy today. Because jokes can be made, but no one really thought the jokes that you're trying to reference back were funny. Besides people who were being mean. Alright? Sure, now it's harder to make a joke. Make a funnier joke. If the joke is funny enough, anyone laughs at it. Alright? But you're not making funny jokes. You're being mean. And there's a difference. Alright? That's my frickin' TED Talk done. About that shit. Pisses me off. When someone's like, you know, we can't make jokes about stuff anymore. We can make jokes about stuff. Hell, some of the funniest jokes are stuff that are like bordering the lines of being horrible. Those are the funniest jokes. But you gotta make a funny joke. You can't just like say blah 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 is a freaking idiot for doing this, this, and this. That's not a joke. That's just being rude. Anyways, that's my TED Talk. That's my freaking TED Talk or whatever, man. I'm getting hungers. Hungriness is the enemy. Hunger is the enemy. Was that from Fate? I don't remember where I remember this from. Fuck. You pushing hard? It's something that you say, but you never really follow through with it. Not pushing hard. Because, like, sometimes you gotta really dig in there. And then you're like, oh, now I have to push hard. But you can be lighter with it. You can have a more gentle touch. Mm. Nose is itchy. I do that in such a baby way. Not like the saying the nose is itchy. That is a joke on me doing it in a baby way, but you guys can't see my face. I do like a, I don't know how to describe it. Like a baby like scrunching his face, and I like just itch it with like the back of my wrist. I'm like, no, he's itchy. This isn't working that well. Come on. Come on, mate. You know you could do it, mate. Whew. Shit's hard, man. Come on. There we go. There we go. It sucks that this wood is like very not into going against the grain. Could be the methods I'm using. Like, this is a very granular wood. Like, look at all those grains, man. I'd like a uniform like log of wood where there's no grains. That'd be my ideal, my heart's desire. What is the song? Burning desire. She'll cuddle up to me. She's playing hard to get. Up. There we go. Hey, studio. What's up? Sorry for not seeing you. Yeah, I'm doing a flower, and then I'm going to carve into it. Eventually, I'm going to carve away the flower, but the flower looks pretty. How's it going, man? All right. So I don't know if my message came across when I was in your stream earlier today, but I was trying to say you've been doing great. Like, I've been very impressed with your streams recently. I've been like lurking a little, been popping in a little, and I've seen like the numbers you've been doing. It's not always about the numbers, but you've been popping off. I've been very like shock's not the right word, but I've been very happy for you because you've been like, I've been looking at like your stream recordings like afterwards on Twitch, and it's like 80 views through the whole thing. I'm like, damn, that's a lot. You've been going up in followers too. I think you were at like 101 or something when you first popped into my stream, and now you're at like 180. You've been really popping off. I'm very happy for you. He's playing hard to get. Burning like fire. She's playing hard to get. Under that ice, she's a burning like fire. Go that way. There we go. There we go. Or just... That's fair. If you just want to do this as a hobby. But it's neat numbers. Like, it's cool. I monkey brain like to see numbers go up, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're just like, oh, it's cool that so many people want to watch me. But if you want to keep it as a hobby, I totally understand. You know what I mean? But it's like getting higher levels in a video game. You're like, ooh, numbers. They can go up. Under that ice, she's burning like fire. She'll cuddle up to me. She's playing hard to get. I'd rather be holding Hydrogen bombs. What is that song? It's like I'm singing with it, but it's on like the tip of my tongue. I can get it. Come on, break off. I'm trying to do a clean break here. You can get the kids. I don't care. I just need a clean break. There we go. It's not really a clean break, but whatever. Guess there's a custody battle now. It's fine. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna have to like do. Oh. It is a lot of work, but it's gonna look pretty. I swear. If it's the last thing I do. Woodworking is very like chiselly. That's only a short time after a raid. A lot of people leave it looking okay. That's fair. Hey, phone, what's up? That's fair. I mean, after a raid, I have been raided in the past. That is true, and they've gone off after that. But you know, it's just cool seeing numbers go up. That's my thesis. That's my conclusion. But these frickin'... It'll look pretty eventually. I know. I'll do my best. But right now, getting the first little bits of it cut out. I mean, I think the drawing looks pretty good. Like, look at that sunflower. But getting it chiseled out takes its time. And I want to get the whole, like, around it cut out before I go, like, in. You know what I mean? I'll probably start by the stem. That's what I'm thinking. So far. Trust. Yeah, you gotta, like... I have an example. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I don't know if either of you were here for the spoon I did, but they used to be really, well, now it's still a little rough, but it used to be way worse earlier when I like didn't do a little bit of a touch up on it a few streams ago, but now it's looking pretty fine, pretty all right. No, I missed the throw. Oh, hi, loud chair. You gotta give it due course. And I've been watercoloring. All right, so watercoloring is difficult. I don't know if it just doesn't work with my brain that well. I'm doing fine. I've been doing like off-stream watercoloring. Yeah, I was very quiet. That made me very angry when I like very angry is a bit of a stretch, but it did like kind of peeve me off that I've been recording all these streams. I've been posting them on YouTube, and I've been blah blah blah. I've been like trying my hardest, and I didn't like listen back because I don't like hearing my own voice. It's just a little pet peeve of mine. I don't like how it is differing from what I hear my own voice as. It like messes with my head a little, and so turn around, think of where I should attack this thing next. I finally re-listened to a bit of audio from one of my streams because I wanted to cut it up a little into like a smaller, more digestible, like short or whatever. And I was like, oh, it must be buffering or something. But then like the video started like moving and changing because it was at like a home screen. And I was like, why can't I hear myself? So I realized my audio was a little too low, and it's not fun. It's not fun. I had to like because I have a little bit of a damper on my, like I'm speaking right now, but from what you're hearing, I'm speaking at like a normal, maybe a little elevated, like I'm projecting a little in my voice, but I have like a sound gate on my microphone, so like a certain level of sound is not being, or it's been taken away, because I have dehumidifiers in the background because this is a basement, or this is a basement, so I can't like have it be full audio, you know what I mean? And I think the game sound was a little too high when I had it in one of the games I was playing. But anyways, what was I talking about other than that? I've lost my train of thought. Here we go. There. A 1, a 2. Oh, that owl from the frickin' Tootsie Pop commercial. That commercial lives in my head. It's just in there. It's paying its rent. It's got tenure by now. The guy going, a 1, a 2, a 3. I just can't not hear that in my head. I don't know why. But every time I count and it's lower numbers, I'm like, you heard me say it before. I'm not gonna do it again. I got you there. Holy shit, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry right now. I'm making jokes to try to distract myself, but my tummy is gurgling. I'm thinking Chinese food. That is my craving as of right now. I don't know, there's something in that lo mein that's just calling to the void that is my rumbly tumbly. Chinese food, and I'm thinking my order right now. So I'm a bit of a picky eater, I hate to say. I hate to call myself out for this one. But I do only, well, it's changed as of recently. But I'm still mostly a picky eater. So like when I get a certain choice at like New York, we have delis that I don't really think are anywhere else in the country, but they're basically like a shop that you can go to that has like it has like probably cartons of milk, but it's kind of like a CVS or like a market studio if you're still here. A deli's probably close to that, probably like close to like a 7-Eleven, but that's everything, all the amenities that they have at a 7-Eleven, like that compared to a actual shopping market. A 7-Eleven to a shopping market is what a shopping market is to a deli. Like it's very small, the actual amenities. It's mostly just like a sandwich shop, but you can get sandwiches, you can get like salads, you can get basically whatever. It's all like you can get like pasta probably, but like cups of pasta. You can probably get like cups of soup or whatever. But they probably have like a carton of milk. Maybe if you're going to like a crazy deli, that'd be closer to like a bodega. But if you're going to like a really crazy deli in like New York somewhere, they probably have like a carton of eggs. But that's like pushing it. You know what I mean? But it's basically like they have a or they have like a wall of fridges where you can get drinks, and then you go up to the deli counter and you're like, can I get this sandwich, this, and this? And I, living in New York, go to delis a lot because they just have bomb ass sandwiches. Like, there's no other place. The only thing that really equates to the level of quality in a deli sandwich in my hometown, yeah, they're great. But New York delis, I'm sorry, Fawn, you don't know anything until you've been to a New York deli. You just don't have it. You don't have it like we do. All right, you get to do one thing as a New Yorker, or you get to do like a few privileges of making fun of other states. It's making fun of their food because we have better food, and it's making fun of them city wise because we got a bigger city. We got the second biggest city in the world, only behind Tokyo, just because of how freaking dense that is. Um, Only Subway in Germany. Really? That's sad. I feel bad for you. But like delis are second to only like special, you know, when you go to like a restaurant or whatever and they have like burgers and they have sandwiches. I don't know so much about Germany, but in America you can get like burgers or you can get maybe like one or two sandwiches. There are one or two like specialty sandwiches. You can just order whatever the fuck you want at a deli. Like you can order the most insane sandwich in the fucking. I'm cleaning up my glasses, so I kind of can't do art right now. But you could order the most insane sandwich in the world. Like I want pickles and freaking coleslaw, and that's it on a bread. That's sad. I'm so sorry. Delis, they are good. I have a pretty good German restaurant near where I live right now, and I don't know if this is an actual German thing, but they have like it's probably a New Yorkism of German food, but they have like these flat pieces of pita bread, and then kebab. Oh, kebabs are good, dude. I'm hungry. Please, can we not talk about? Why did I bring up food? I'm so hungry right now. um, but they had this like pita bread sort of thing, and then it's chicken on it, and then drizzled over it is like barbecue sauce and ranch, and it's just really good. And I don't know if that's like a German like false pizza thing, or it could just be like a New Yorkism of like German food. I have no clue, but oh, it's so good. But it's like 30 minutes away, so I don't want to get that right now. I'll probably get Chinese food. Anyways, delis are of the quality of like a specialty sandwich at like a restaurant or whatever, but you can just order random shit and they're like, we make sandwiches. It's just a sandwich place. Like, you make a sandwich at home. It's just for sandwiches. Mostly. They have like other stuff, but as I said, mostly for sandwiches. So that's why New York is number one state. I'm sorry. Sorry, Fawn, but New York number one. And then you guys can figure out the rest of it. But we're the best. And don't you forget that, all right? As a totally, I would never be biased. All right, studio? I would never be biased about a single thing. New York number one. Then maybe some other state. But New York's like gapping you. Hate to say it. Hate to say it. A little bit of a New Yorker pride in me. I have but a few pieces of pride when it comes to New York. It's the food. It's people being surprisingly nice. Like my sister, I've lived in New York my whole life. My family's lived in New York. Um, all right. If you go to New York, you got to go to a. You're probably gonna go to the city. You're probably gonna get from the land of Red Bull sushi. Yeah, if you go to New York, and this is if studio, if you ever go take a trip to New York, you'll probably go to the city. I mean, the city's really overpriced, but you'll probably go to the city. That's where everyone goes. Go get a slice of pizza, not from some world-renowned pizza shop, but just from some random place that you get to. Like, just go walk around. Obviously, go see some sights. But if you're hungry and you're walking around, just go into a pizza place and then get pizza. Get whatever pizza you like. But that's when you get good pizza. It's not when you go to like, oh, this is the highest reviewed, because all the tourists want to go. All the pizza in New York basically tastes the same. It's all like the same recipe that makes New York pizza good. But if you just go into some random one, it's not going to be as packed. It's not going to be like, oh, I can't find a seat. Oh, you can sit down with whoever you're going with. If you're going alone, you also can just sit down alone because New York is such an isolated, whatever. I'm not going to get into like the uh, social process of New York. But anyways, it's good. Pizza anywhere in New York's good. Go to a deli. Go to like, um, I don't live in the city, so I can't really give like other than that city advice. Obviously, go to like one of the museums if you want to go in, because I'm pretty sure Museum of Art is free. It's like a recommend. This is actually a really cool thing. I went on like a school trip or whatever to the Museum of Art, and the attendance is free, but it's recommended that you give a donation of $15, which is pretty cheap. You get to see like a bunch of different really cool pieces of art. A bunch like George Washington sailing the Delaware is in the New York Museum of Art, which is like this. You like see it. It's when New York is like, or not New York. It's when George Washington is standing like up tall, proud, going across the Delaware lake or river or whatever. When it's like frozen in winter and he's like standing on the boat or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And you're like, oh, this is a cool painting. It's huge. It's like the size. It's probably taller than me, and then way wider than me. Hopeful, obviously, and like wider than me laying down by like two of me or three of me. It's huge. You don't really get like the scale of that. So probably go to some of the museums. Some of the other museums are really cool too. But this is all a hypothetical trip. Anyways, I was talking about me being a picky eater and wanting I was gonna say my Chinese order. So I get let me do some art. All right, I've been I've been like fiddling with the thing, but I haven't actually chiseled anything since we've gotten onto this food topic. Um, but my Chinese order, since I used to be a very picky eater. I'm doing this upside down. Now I've kind of gone away from being a very picky eater to being just like a sort of picky eater, because I was lucky enough to travel to a very cool place. I won't. Uh, no, I'll say it. It was very cool. I like went with my family to Japan. Coolest place ever. I know, like this isn't me being a weeb. This isn't me being like whatever. Really cool. It's such a different but very similar culture because it's like sort of a westernist culture, but it has like some of the features of maybe something that would be a really big culture shock. But it's so similar, but it's so different. It's really cool. I loved it, and I was like, I want to try all these cool foods that I've seen. Being a weeb in anime, if you can make up the money to go to Japan, it's probably like number one recommendation of going anywhere. Coolest place I've ever been to. Cause like it has the same like sort of feel of being in a city in America, but it's off in a good way in like such a minute avenue that like it's similar to going to a different state. You know what I mean? Where if you go to a different state, it's a little bit of a different feeling, but it's generally still the same, or probably a different province or probably a different like half of Germany if we're talking about Germany studio, but still very similar. Like it's still the same country. Going to Japan is like going to what I imagine Hawaii would be like, where like it's still an American state, but it's like it's very broadly like they have their own culture, but it's also Americanisms, like how convenient some things are to get, how like easy, blah blah blah. It's closer to being similar than it is to be dissimilar. Japan, so it's very cool as an American going and be like, I get it, sorta. I don't get all the cultural things along with it. I'm not saying like I am a Japanese citizen or whatever, but you kind of you feel it. You're like, okay, this is just like walking around a city. It's like walking around Denver, I presume. Never being to Denver. It's very cool. But I was going there and I was like, I want to try all the cool food that I've seen in anime, being a weeb. I want to try all that food. And I did try all that food. But I had to like get over me being so picky. Um so I've kind of gotten over it. But I usually stick with a general like menu when I go to a restaurant that I've been to for a long time. Or like a general menu when I've gone to like a certain cultural restaurants in general. There's not really a good way of saying that. But I mean like in a understandable sense. I think that was a fine whatever. I'm going too much into the weeds here. Um but for my Chinese food order, I usually get a whatever their quantity of lo mein is, and then whatever their quantity of like some fried rice, and then dream team, you mix them. You gotta mix them. You gotta like get them up. You can have these two separate containers, and they can last you for a while. On Televisor in New York is number one. Oh yeah, we do have a lot of sushi places, which is weird because we're actually like other side of whatever. Number two, the Grand French place. Yep, a lot of cultural food. If you want to, another weirdly like you live in Europe, so you can probably it'd definitely be cheaper to go to France than it would be to go to New York. But going to New York is like a cool. You can kind of taste America in the Frenchness of it. You know what I mean? You food is interesting. Anyways, steakhouse that makes sense. American burgers. Fourth, a bar. Yeah, it's annoying to go to popular bars because Ocean Prime, another steakhouse. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of those are probably like I wouldn't if I was and I know what I know now, but I'm going as like a tourist to New York. I probably wouldn't go to any of those top. Like they'd be neat, but the line in them and just the way you'd go into it, horrible. And you might be like, oh, but if I go to like their number one rated bar, then there's no like reservations or whatever. Bars in America, very different, I hate to say, than European bars. Because bars in America are either sports bars where you go to not really drink a lot, but to eat wings and watch the game with your friends, or they are for scoundrels, or you know what I mean, like not scoundrels, but they aren't the same vibe. They aren't like a family, and not all vibes are like this. But I've also been uh earlier this year. I went to the UK and like going to a pub or whatever, way different vibe than going to an American bar. If you like, you can, depending on what type of bar it is, highly different. It's not as much like a family in a general like broad spectrum sense. Bars in America are far less family oriented than bars in at least the UK. I don't know about the rest of Europe, but I presume cultural dilution has made you all, at least in a modicum, similar. I hate to say it. I know you guys have different cultures or whatever. That doesn't matter. I'm doing a broad generalization of you guys. Um. Oh wow, that was one piece of doing art in 20 minutes of talking. uh, I wouldn't recommend going to a bar. Steakhouses again. If you want like a one fancy night in your visit, then I guess you could go to a really nice steakhouse. You'd probably have to make a reservation way beforehand, but you could go to a steakhouse. They'd probably have really good food, but food is going to taste good anywhere you go in New York. It's a very like food oriented city. Um, I'd highly recommend visiting Japan or Chinatown and Little Italy. They're getting smaller. Like the culture in them is being kind of assimilated into the rest of New York around it. So unfortunately, like those little interesting. I was gonna say weird, but they're not weird. Those like cultural areas are being kind of taken out by like, oh, now we're all kind of being New Yorky instead of being, this is Chinatown where all the Chinese immigrants would go to, and they would all feel safe because it's like a little bit of their culture in this new scary country that they all immigrated to. Now it's kind of like we're past a majority, like those streets aren't from new immigrants or kids of new immigrants that like new immigrants can't really, usually making a generalization, can't really speak the language, so they want to like feel close to people who speak their language, and it's different now. Same with like Little Italy. They still have really good food. That's like probably the last thing to go, but their cultural food really good still. So I recommend taking a visit there. They probably have some cool shops too. Little Italy has some bomb ass spaghetti. I probably wouldn't go there for pizza just because you can get pizza as a New York dish, but you go to Little Italy for Italian food like Zeppelis. Ooh, fuck! I'm so hungry right now. Zeppelis are great. Um, Little Italy's for that, and then Chinatown is for high level or low level Chinese food, where it's like dine and dash. I mean, as in like going there and then leaving, or like sitting down restaurants. They definitely, same thing with Little Italy, but Little Italy's more of like restaurants instead of just like ordering and then picking up and leaving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Holy shit. All right. I'm going to be wrapping this up because I've been joking about being hungry, but I'm genuinely like starving myself a little right now. Um, so this is what it looks like right now. Looks a little, I'm still very impressed. I like the shading on the bulb, but I think it looks good. I'm going to have to destroy my beautiful piece of artwork right now or later when I eventually like carve into it, but take your screenshots now. It's going to look worse before it looks better. But thank you so much both of you for popping by. I really do appreciate it. I hope we all have a wonderful day. Studio, if you're going to New York, Don't go to our capital, which is for some fucking reason, I'm blanking on it. How am I blanking on it? This is literally the capital of the state I live in. Don't go to Fawn. If you say the capital of New York and embarrass me like this in front of my good friend studio, I'm gonna cry. I'm not looking up. I'm not looking it up. You're looking it up. Shut up. I'm not looking it up at all. How could you? In Albany, don't go to Albany. Albany is for some reason the capital of New York State, and it's not New York City. Don't do that. It's boring there. It's so boring there. It's like, it's horrible. And that's my real advice. And you're going to New York, you're probably gonna like the trip. New York's a cool place, and it's hard to dislike. You could like bar crawl. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you're old enough to do that. If you really want, but it's really hard if you go and you don't like get yourself murdered, which is really hard to do. I've never been murdered. Going there, it's really hard not to like it. You go to like the Lego store, that place is sick. Probably wouldn't buy Legos there because it's really overpriced, but you get what I'm saying. Um, so thanks so much for popping by. That's my final word of wisdom. I hope you both have a wonderful day, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. Probably tomorrow, though. Bye. Oh shoot. I always give a little pause, like, oh, I'm finally done, when I'm, like, ending off stream. But I, like, forget that I'm also recording, and so I click end stream in the OBS thing. Doodle-doo-doo. And I don't realize that I also have a recording going. No one really. I don't know if people ever pop by. If you have gone to the end of this whole hour and 30-minute long stream, I'm very impressed. Say, maybe leave a comment if you want. You don't really have to. I hope you'll have a wonderful day if you're watching this on YouTube. And see ya. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.